Hello everyone. Today we are going to explore new Gemini Omni Flash model, avatar, and agentic features in Google Flow. For those who are not familiar with what Google Flow is, it's a video generation platform that allows you to animate videos, and it also offers simple video editing functions. Let's jump right in with a demo of current VEO outputs and Kling outputs. Then we're going to compare it with the latest Omni Flash. I've used a brand MTM Labo, not sponsored by the company. The first step is always get a perfect image and then animate. Here I've taken the product from the internet and I used ChatGPT to create a picture using this prompt. Create image of a beautiful Asian woman holding the bottle in her hand, and it is pretty detailed in the description. ChatGPT does a pretty good job. In fact, it is the leading image generator right now. Once you have this, we put it into VEO or Kling. Here's a very detailed prompt that I use to guide the motion. Here's a pro tip. If you don't know how to prompt well, get AI to help you. You just describe to the AI your intention, what you want to do. I always make it a best practice to tell the large language model the tool I'm using. So in this case, I tell it, hey, I'm using VEO or Kling, write me a prompt. And it gave me quite a detailed description. So in my guidance, I say she's holding in her right hand, and with her left hand, she opens the bottle, scoops up the cream to apply it on her face. Face off, VO3. For the 8 seconds, I would say I like the background, I like the motion, but it got all the human parts all wrong. And there we saw 3 hands appearing. I put it into Kling, the results much better. I would say that is close to perfection. Now, the thing to remember is that in prompting, it's very seldom you get success with the first try. You have to keep doing it iteratively over and over again. And that's what I did before I got this prompt. I put it into VEO. It had a lot of weird stuff. Base prompt, 8-second video, beautiful Asian woman. And then funny logos came on the bottle. I changed the prompt, no extra logo. In another generation, an outfit suddenly appeared. I said, no outfit. Then 3 hands came out. I said, no 3 hands. Funny sound came out of the bottle. I fixed it. You can see I had 8 iterations before I got a prompt, and yet VEO couldn't give me the perfect output. I dare say that Kling is a very strong competitor over VEO, if not better. It also drives home a point that to get a good animation, you'll need to burn through credits and have many rounds of generation. And that's how AI works. There is level of hallucination. It decides what it wants to do. And so sometimes funny things come out and you just have to spend credit to regenerate. And as of yesterday, Google launched Omni. It is their latest video animation generator, and it can be accessed via Google Flow. Take note, this is only for pro subscribers. Now let's do the challenge with Omni. I'm going to add the picture in, the reference picture, you just drop it in after you upload. Put in the same prompt that I had. Here I'm going to select video, and it doesn't matter where you put frames or ingredients. Just a quick note, if you click on frames, you have a choice of putting in the first frame and the last frame. If you have both, it will morph from one frame to the last frame. Now, if you select ingredients, You can put up to 3 images in there, and VEO will, under your prompting guidance, merge the 3 pictures to give you one animation. You can choose between a vertical or a horizontal. This would be more for TikTok and shorts and reels. Over here, more for YouTube. Now, it's important for you to be aware of these. This is one generation. You can have a choice of 2, 3, 4 generations. It will just multiply the credits accordingly. If you select 4, it means that every time you run this prompt, 4 options will come up, burning 4 times the credit. This is new. With Omni, I can now select 10 seconds. And if I were to select quality, well, it becomes a standard 8 seconds. Or even with fast, it's 8 seconds. All other options are 8 seconds. Only with Omni Flash, you can choose up to 10 seconds. It will use 30 credits, and that is the most expensive model so far. VEO Lite burns up 10 credits. Personally, it is not as smart. When I Googled it, the output was that it should be comparable in terms of prompt adherence. But I find it is not as consistent as fast. With fast, it's 20 credits. And with quality, I hardly use that. It's 100 credits. The difference between fast and quality, I can't really tell. Now with Omni, for the 8 seconds, 25 credits, and 10 seconds, I go 30 credits. And let's run it. Apparently, it thinks that my model looks like a celebrity, and so it's stopped me from generating. Now let me try again with VEO 3.1 Fast. I could generate it 2 days ago. Let's see if the model has changed. So apparently now it has failed for the fast model as well. And it says that audio generation failed. Please try a different prompt. You can update the settings to return silent videos. Okay, let's turn it on to silent. Turn it on. Let's see if it makes a difference. We'll regenerate. All right. VEO Fast still accepts it, but it tells you no audio. I must say, it has messed up the product. But at least the hand motion is somewhat intact. No weird body parts. So it's a little disappointing that Google Omni has so much filters now that apparently it's rejecting beautiful pictures from generated from AI. And the irony is that all these beautiful images are trained on probably a lot of celebrities. The irony is that it's rejecting its own AI generation, which is supposed to not resemble any celebrity in the first place. The filters are kind of disappointing. Omni has this new feature that is Agent. If you click onto Agent, you will be able to clone yourself and then name your avatar and use it repeatedly in your animations, and it stays consistent. Let's try it out. I can create the avatar of myself. I'm going to get started. Your face, your voice, yourself. Here I need to do some verifications. You have to use your own phone, which means that you cannot just put a celebrity up there. And in the app itself, it has an inward camera that I'm using. Okay, now that I recorded myself, I had to read a few numbers, and it probably cloned my voice. It made me look left, right to get my site profile. And so now I've got my clone, and I'm going to add to prompt. Let's create something. Now I'm going to use Claude to help me write a prompt. And my favorite best practice, again, is to tell Claude what tool I'm using. So it says I'm using VEO Omni to create an animation of my avatar. VEO has my face and voice clone. Write a 10-second prompt of Andrew riding a roller coaster that is accelerating down. My face should be camera facing and showing the horror and excitement of the ride. Here we go. So read through the prompt, 10 seconds. And let's put it into the tool. I've got boom, and I run it. This should be interesting. And the video is out. Let's take a look. Ah, woo. Oh my God. Yeah, this is amazing. Okay, so my verdict is the the face, not a bad job. Too still for that motion, but it did a reasonable job. The
Oh my
hair, the
God.
eyes, the mouth.
Yeah.
But I would say the sound and the voice, it didn't gel. I'm very sure things are going to improve. Assessment of this, no can do.
This is amazing.
But the fact is, I can put myself in there. It's already excellent. So if you actually turn off the sound, the expression is really not too bad. Okay, an 8-second prompt of me receiving an Oscar and making a thank you speech. I'm wearing formal tuxedo. I say I want to thank my lovely community of students who have inspired me to make my video. And I'm going to add myself into the prompt. I'm going to choose Omni. I'm going to put 10 seconds and let's take a look. And the video is out. Let's take a look.
I want to thank my lovely community of students who have inspired me to make my video.
Okay, not too bad. Not too bad. I'm getting a feeling that the best way to use VEO is no big movements for now. And here's another one. I sort of make it a zombie horror film to just see how well it can handle suspense and horror thriller. And here's the horror scene.
Hello? Hello? Is anyone there?
That was fun. Now let's take a look at this new feature, which is Agent. Well, it's supposed to be agentic. It says, what do you want to create next? Okay, so I say I want to use my avatar in an action thriller movie, man versus AI robots that have gone rogue, set in 1940. Let's go. And the AI agentic dialogue comes on the right. Okay. Let's write the screenplay. Okay, so the script comes on now. Lonely figure, Arthur, and behind him is rhythmic thud. So it's the robot coming after him. Okay, let's see what he comes up next. So I've got the direction. Okay, let's ask him, how do I make use of this whole screenplay to create animation using VEO? Let's see what it says. Okay. It says here we got to establish the look, storyboard, the action, animate with VEO, add the dialogue. Okay, let's do it. Can you create the scenes? Oh, it's visualizing the scenes. So that's what this agent is doing. It's pulling in various AI tools and putting them together. Altogether, there are 9 panels. It has got the storyboard. Panel 2, massive silhouette of Iron Sentry robot blocks the alley exit. And then panel 3, Arthur hides. And I suppose the intention is to link it with Nano Banana to create the image. The storyboard is out. That's Arthur, robot. He hides. I suppose you could do this in Gemini. It's just that now it's got this AI agent to link all the pieces together within one platform that is Flow. The idea is there, but I think it's really at its infancy stage. Let's ask, can you separate the images in the storyboard to animate scene by scene? Okay, not too bad. It created the scenes and it has got some form of myself in it. using the avatar. Man runs through the foggy alley, and this was the prompt. And this is the other one. And of course, because of the instructions, I put myself as the reference. It used me within the storyboard and the animations that follow. And I suppose I could easily just put in the prompt to get it to animate it. So I would click here, I would just animate it. And what do you want to create? I could ask the agent to give me a prompt, or I say, man is horrified and yet angry that he has to cower in the dark. He waits for the right moment to make a move. And let's see what comes out of this. It says here, visualizing emotional. I'm going to animate the scene using VEO. So on the agentic side, you give it direction and it'll just follow the context and generate the action for you. And then you could prompt it for the next scene and ask it to animate it. I've started animating artist 10 standoff behind the barrels. The video is being processed now and should be ready in a few moments. And the video is out. Let's take a look. Okay, we get the idea. A lot of potential where we become directors and we get AI to execute the scenes for us. They become the creative team while you stay as the director. Now I'm beginning to connect the dots. You see the instructions here? Well, this is where you put a character reference, male lead and protagonist, that's me. And then I put a female lead and heroine. I ended off saying lead actor and female lead running away from the robot, and it created this image for me with my two references. So that's how you build a cast and have face consistency. Not bad. To animate it, I click on animate. And what do you want to create? And you give the direction. I'm gonna try saying, can you suggest the prompt? Because I've already told it that I want to run away from the robot. And it's an AI agent, so it's responding to my query. Not too bad. Again, if you don't know how to prompt, ask AI. Interesting. It gives you a couple of things: frantic chase, Arthur and Bea sprint towards the camera, cinematic atmosphere, Robert's pursuit. You select the prompt and let's see if it will generate. Initiating video generation, and that's it. Wow. The exciting part forward is that you get to control, you get face consistency from scene to scene. You can put your cast and you can get AI to even give you the prompt. This is a step towards movie making. The engine right now, because it says prompt might violate our policies about generating prominent people. Okay, so there again, it thinks that my heroine is a celebrity. So she's too pretty for this. Okay, this time round, I've created with ChatGPT another picture of my lead character. Hopefully, she will qualify. I'll add to the instructions and female lead actress. And I'm going to say named Joe. Animate male and female leads running frantically away from killer robot. And let's go. So again, it thinks that it looks like a celebrity. Let's give it one more shot. Just uploaded another image that I've asked ChatGPT to create. Click on her and her name is Joe. And I'm going to give this AI agent an instruction. The lead actress is not Bea, but she is named Joe. The AI agent has changed her name to Joe and is going to make their looks consistent as they flee the iron sentry, violate our policies about generating harmful content related to minors. Now AI thinks that she's too young. This time I'm just going to upload a 90-year-old grandma, and she is now Joe. I hope she can run fast. Animate running scene with male and female. Success! And I have got me and Granny running.
We have to keep moving, Joe!
Too much filters in Google Omni. You can't have too pretty, too young. Gotta keep it old. Otherwise, you put your own picture in and have fun. I would say it's at the infancy. I'm not impressed with the quality, but I know where this is going. It's only going to get better and better. Take note that the avatar feature is available in the paid subscription, but for the free version, you get to use agent. You also use the characters. So in characters, you can start building your cast. And I suppose, again, with all the filters. All these are building blocks for your own homemade AI movie. So I hope I've given you a very preliminary view. Omni avatar within Google Flow are quite new. It just got launched yesterday. Very happy to have brought it out for you. Hope you have enjoyed it. If you found this video helpful, do like and subscribe where I'll dish out more for you. Meanwhile, AI on and keep exploring.